tutorials. We're back for another voiceover with our dermaplanes. If you like this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We would love that. Today we have another patient here for a dermaplane. When I first started seeing this patient, her skin was pretty congested, to say the least, the very least. We got her on some good skincare products. And then she started seeing Sam maybe a couple weeks after she started some good skincare. So her skin has completely changed over the past year. I think she's been coming to us about a year.
Yeah.
So skincare at home is super important.
Very
I think that's
important.
something that we need to touch on. And it doesn't happen overnight. I know that once you start your skincare, it's like, such a big deal. And everybody thinks that they're going to get a change in their skin overnight, and that just isn't, unfortunately, true. So Amy's been pretty good at coming in and doing her treatments.
Yeah, she's been really good about being consistent with using skincare at home as well as her treatments here in the office. And like Lizzie was saying, it's really important as far as what you're doing with your skincare at home. And when I specifically tell people that their skincare is very important because they touch their face more than anyone else ever will, I am specifically talking about skincare that has higher amounts of active ingredients in it. We kind of have keyed the term in the industry as medical grade, but really those skincare lines that have more active ingredients that you need to buy from a clinic type setting is what I'm talking about. That's where you start to see change in the skin. Skincare that you purchase over the counter, skincare that you purchase anywhere that you have access to, and I do not care what the price point is, it does not have enough active ingredients in it, and it really is not made to change the skin significantly or long term the way these products do. But I also want to point out that with this particular patient, she has skin of color. She has ethnic skin. So there is a different way that we treat that type of skin as well. And you'll notice that her peach fuzz is not peach. And that is very normal. That's how my skin is. Very normal for skin of color to have darker hair, darker vellus hair, darker peach fuzz. So when you have that, it actually will make that skin type look more dull. It actually changes the color of the skin when you take it off. And you'll see that in this video if you pay attention. You'll actually see a nice defined line of where I've done the dermaplane and where I still have to do the dermaplane. So getting off that vellus hair for skin that has color is a really nice treatment, provided that you know how to do it to where you are not overworking the skin. If you overwork any type of ethnic skin, you risk causing pigment, and you do not want to do that with the skin type. That's a really good dermaplane.
Look at all that done.
Yeah, and she still does get areas of congestion. It's not to say that she's never going to have issues with her skin anymore, but the problems that she might come up with, or the irritation that she may get, maybe it's not going to last for her as long anymore. It's going to go away pretty quickly. It's not going to be as intense of a flare-up or breakout for her like maybe it was before in the past, before she started doing these treatments and skincare.
Look at all that stuff.
Yeah, she gets a lot of congestion, but this really keeps it in check for her, along with her using her skincare.
Yeah.
And look how pretty and bright her skin looks in those areas after we've done the dermaplane.
Now, did you put an oil on her this time?
I usually do. And, sometimes you'll hear not to do that on, more oily skin. And maybe I would do it differently with somebody who has, more acne, or maybe if they have areas that are more active. But for her, she does really well with it. I've gotten to really know her skin, so I know what I can do on her. She doesn't tend to have too much of an issue after a dermaplane, especially if we combine it with another type of a treatment like a Dermaglow. Look at that defined line there.
Yeah.
You can see that of where I've stopped and where I'm picking up with the dermaplane. That's amazing. So yeah, I do sorry, I got sidetracked. I do use an oil for her, and she does really well with it. It really keeps the skin comfortable. Look at it.
I know, it's so fun.
And again, with ethnic skin, you want to keep that skin comfortable. If we can keep it from getting inflamed, then there's less of a risk of causing pigment for that skin type. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
And your skin just looks instantly brighter. Another question I'm sure I'll get on our comments is, what blade did you use? What number is that?
I believe that one is a 10R, I think.
There you go, people. 10R.
I think the same, you use the same thing all the time, so then it's like, wait, what was it?
What was it?
What's the name of it? What number? I think another thing to mention too about doing skin on this particular skin type, which again is ethnic skin that has color to it, I sometimes will limit what I do after a dermaplane on their skin, especially if it's new skin to me, if I've not treated that skin very much, or if it's my first treatment with that person. I want to see how they do with just a basic dermaplane before I add in maybe doing a mask or doing another treatment with it, as far as like a hydrofacial or a diamond glow or a chemical peel. I'm not doing 3 to 5 different things after I do a dermaplane. I'm doing a dermaplane, focusing on that, letting them know when they need to come back for their next treatment, and then I'm asking them, how did you do with that treatment? And then I will build a regimen for them from there. So it's really important for this skin type to make sure that you're not overdoing it. You don't want to overwork the skin, cause inflammation, irritate the skin, because then you can run into some issues.
Yeah. Did you do any extractions on her? Oh yeah, I see it coming up.
I believe I did. Another
Stay
thing
tuned for some extractions.
Yeah, another thing, heck yeah, they're good extractions. Another thing that we learned with doing dermaplanes is not all blades are created equal in the way of what they're made of. If you have a patient who has a metal allergy, you need to make sure that you're using a specific blade that does not have that particular metal in it, so that you do not cause any type of an irritation or a flare-up within that skin. We did learn that. We're always learning.
Always learning. I love watching the nose. I think that's so satisfying.
Yeah, there's always a lot that builds up on the nose. Everything just kind of migrates there and ends up there, especially if you have a more oily skin type.
Comment down below if you're an esthetician, if you do the nose. I would love to see how many of you guys are doing that.
Yeah, are there any areas that you stay away from? Are there areas that you really like to do? Like, tell us what's going on out there. Yeah, tell us what you do.
Comment below with all the things. Wow, look at all that. Hubba hubba.
Lots of dead skin cells, lots of congestion in there too, not just the vellus hair.
Yeah. Looks so good. And she gets congestion behind her ear, correct?
Yeah, she does. And it's not like it used to be. It used to be a little more intense. But I've had her start using specific skincare products behind the ear to help with that. And it definitely has been working for her. And just like with everything else, we customize everything to our patient's needs, skincare and treatments. So a lot of what I tell her to do may be something I don't tell anyone else to do, or not very many other people to do. It just depends. We're customizing it for our patients.
All right, well, that's it for us for today. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like our channel, show it to all your friends, and hit that bell so you know when we upload another video. Bye, guys.
Bye, angels.